Hey Emma. How are you?
Hi Sophia, I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing well. Actually, I wanted to tell you something. I was at that seminar yesterday, and I heard your presentation.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you were there. What did you think?
Honestly, I was so impressed. Your English was so fluent and natural. I could follow every word, and you sounded so confident.
Thanks, Sophia. That means a lot. I was a little nervous, to be honest.
Nervous? No way. You didn't show it at all. But it got me thinking, how did you get so good at English? I mean, I've always wanted to learn a language like that, but I don't even know where to start.
Well, it didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of practice, but I think anyone can do it if they put their mind to it.
Really? Then maybe you can help me figure out how to start learning.
Honestly, it took time, but I made it fun. I started by watching TV shows and movies in English. At first, I used subtitles in my own language, then later switched to English subtitles.
That's cool. But wasn't it confusing?
Oh, totally. In the beginning, I barely understood anything. But I'd pick out simple words like, hello, thank you, or, where. Over time, it all started making sense.
I see. Did you study grammar a lot?
Not really at first, I focused on listening and speaking. Grammar came later, once I felt more comfortable. I'd say speaking with people helped the most, even if I made mistakes.
I get so nervous when I try to speak another language. What if I say something wrong?
Trust me, everyone makes mistakes. It's part of the process. Actually, when I practiced with native speakers, they were super encouraging. They didn't care about small errors.
So, what else did you do besides watching shows?
I used apps for vocabulary, like Duolingo and Memrise. And I also read simple books. Oh, and I'd write a little every day, like keeping a journal in English.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It was, but I did it in small steps. Like, 20 minutes a day. Also, I tried to make it part of my daily life. For example, I'd change my phone's language to English.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Maybe I should try that too.
You totally should. Start small, like learning 5 new words every day and using them in sentences.
Okay, but what if I wanted to learn a different language, not just English?
The same principles apply. Pick a language you're excited about. Watch shows, listen to music, or find YouTubers who speak that language.
That's true. I've been thinking about learning Spanish.
Spanish is great. You could start with simple phrases like greetings or numbers. And there are so many free resources online, podcasts, apps, even language exchange websites.
Language exchange? What's that?
Oh, it's where you connect with someone who speaks the language you want to learn, and they want to learn your language. You help each other.
That sounds fun. But I still feel like I'll never be as good as you.
Don't think like that. I wasn't good at English when I started. It's all about patience and consistency.
You're right. I'll start small and keep at it. Maybe one day, I'll be as fluent as you.
You will, Sophia. Just enjoy the process and celebrate your progress, even if it's little.
Thanks, Emma. You've inspired me.
Anytime. Let me know how it goes. I'll cheer you on.
So, when you were learning English, how did you deal with difficult words? I always get stuck with long or strange words.
Oh, that's so normal. I'd write them down in a notebook and try to break them into smaller parts. For example, interesting became interesting. Saying it out loud helped too.
That's a good tip. But how did you remember them later?
Flashcards. I made simple flashcards and reviewed them every day. There are apps for that now, like Anki or Quizlet. Repetition really works.
Maybe I should try that. But what about pronunciation? Some words sound nothing like how they're spelled.
Oh, I know. English is tricky that way. Listening was key for me. I'd repeat after actors in movies or mimic how people talked in YouTube videos. And I recorded myself to compare.
You recorded yourself? Wasn't that awkward?
Yes, but it helped me notice mistakes I didn't realize I was making. Plus, it's kind of fun to hear your progress over time.
That's true. Okay, I'll give it a try. But what if I get bored? Learning a language seems like such a long journey.
It can be, but that's why you have to mix it up. Some days, I'd listen to music. Other days, I'd play word games or even talk to myself in English.
Talk to yourself? Like how?
Just simple things, like describing what I was doing. I'm brushing my teeth, or I'm cooking pasta. It's a great way to practice without needing a partner.
That's a clever idea. Maybe I'll try it in Spanish too. But I'm worried I'll forget everything I learn.
You won't if you review regularly. And don't aim for perfection. Even small steps add up. Just keep practicing a little every day.
Okay. Do you think I should join a class?
If you can, yes. Classes give structure and a chance to interact with others. But you can also find online courses or tutors if that's easier.
What about traveling? Do you think going to a country where the language is spoken will help?
Absolutely. Immersion is the best way to learn. When I visited the US, I had to use English for everything. It was scary but so effective.
I'd love to try that one day. For now, I'll stick to what I can do at home. Thanks for all these tips, Emma.
You're welcome. Remember, learning a language is like planting a tree. It takes time to grow, but the results are worth it.
That's such a nice way to put it. I'm feeling motivated now.
That's the spirit. Let's check in next week to see how it's going.
Deal. Thanks again, Emma. You're the best.
Anytime, Sophia. You've got this.